Welcome. In this video, we will tell you a terrifying story. I hope you enjoy. The story name is Ceiling Fan. It was a hot summer. A very hot summer. The house was like a sauna, and my whole family was suffering in the sweltering heat. My dad tried to persuade my mother to buy an air conditioner, but she wouldn't hear of it. There were a lot of flowers and plants in our house, and Mom had heard that air conditioners were very harmful to plants. My father eventually convinced her to compromise and let him get a fan. Dad went to the store and bought the biggest fan they had. It was a ceiling fan. He brought it home and installed it himself. Now, if any of us were hot, we could go and sit in the room with the ceiling fan and enjoy the cool breeze. One day, when my parents went out, my older brother and sister decided to fool around a bit. My sister brought an old trampoline out of the garage, and my brother set it up in the living room. We all began jumping on it. However, after all that jumping, we were too hot, and my sister was complaining. So, we moved the trampoline into the room with the ceiling fan. After a while, we got bored of just jumping, and decided to spice it up by having a competition. Whoever was able to jump the highest won. My brother was very competitive. He always hated losing. He jumped so high that the fan cut off his head. My sister was afraid that she would be blamed for it. After all, she was the one who took the trampoline out without permission. And she was the reason we moved it into the room with the ceiling fan. She got me to help her disassemble the trampoline and put it back in the garage. Then, she took some super glue and stuck our brother's head back on his body. After I helped her put his corpse in his bed, she swore me to secrecy. In the morning, my mother went upstairs to wake my brother, but he didn't respond. She went over to the bed and began violently shaking him, and his head fell off. Mom thought it was her fault, and she never forgave herself. Thank you for watching. See you in a new horror story.